Cybersecurity threats are evolving rapidly, and this week's updates highlight just how vulnerable our digital lives can be. With hackers embedding malware in trusted software and updates, it's clear that even the most secure systems are at risk. On December 11, 2025, the latest Threatsday Bulletin outlines a series of alarming incidents, including a new variant of the Mirai botnet targeting the maritime logistics sector and significant arrests made in connection with violence-as-a-service operations. These developments show how cyber threats are not only increasing in number but also in complexity. In this video, we'll delve into the week's most important cybersecurity stories, exploring the implications of these attacks and the ongoing efforts to counter them. If you find this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals. Recent cyber threat developments. The latest Threatsday Bulletin reveals a concerning escalation in cyber threats, with various sectors facing targeted attacks. A new variant of the Mirai botnet, known as Broadside, is specifically exploiting vulnerabilities in maritime logistics systems, showcasing a shift in focus from traditional consumer targets to critical infrastructure. This variant employs advanced techniques, such as a unique command and control protocol and payload polymorphism, making it particularly stealthy and difficult to detect. In a separate alarming trend, the UK National Cybersecurity Centre has warned that vulnerabilities in generative AI applications, specifically prompt injections, may never be fully mitigated. This highlights the growing need for developers to design systems that can better constrain AI behaviors rather than relying solely on preventative measures. Efforts to combat cybercrime are also intensifying. Europol's recent crackdown on violence-as-a-service has led to the arrest of 193 individuals linked to a network that recruits young perpetrators for violent acts. This underscores the increasing intersection of cybercrime and physical violence, with law enforcement agencies recognizing the need for a multifaceted approach to tackle these threats. In the realm of software security, Notepad++ has released a critical update to address a flaw that could allow attackers to hijack update traffic and distribute malware. This incident emphasizes the ongoing risks associated with software supply chains and the importance of robust update mechanisms. Moreover, a disturbing report has surfaced regarding the misuse of AI platforms for distributing malware. Threat actors are leveraging shared chat features and AI tools to create misleading guides that lead users to install information-stealing malware. This tactic exploits the trust users place in AI-generated content, highlighting a new frontier in social engineering. As cyber threats continue to evolve, the need for vigilance and proactive security measures has never been more critical. The landscape is shifting, and both individuals and organizations must adapt to the increasingly sophisticated tactics employed by cybercriminals. In the wake of recent cyber incidents, the consequences extend beyond immediate data breaches and operational disruptions. The emergence of sophisticated malware, such as the new Mirai variant dubbed Broadside, illustrates how attackers are not only targeting critical infrastructure but also evolving their tactics to maintain control over compromised systems. This botnet variant uniquely employs stealthy monitoring techniques, enabling it to evade traditional security measures while aiming to harvest sensitive system credentials. Additionally, the UK National Cybersecurity Centre has raised alarms about the persistence of prompt injection vulnerabilities within generative AI applications. These flaws present a significant challenge as they may never be fully mitigated, highlighting the need for continuous awareness and innovative design approaches to safeguard against such exploits. The law enforcement response to rising cybercrime has intensified, evidenced by Europol's recent crackdown that led to 193 arrests linked to violence-as-a-service operations. This initiative underscores the interconnected nature of cybercrime and physical violence, revealing a troubling trend where young individuals are coerced or groomed into committing serious offenses. Moreover, the implications of malware distribution are not limited to single incidents. They resonate across entire sectors. For instance, the discovery of over 10,000 Docker Hub images leaking sensitive credentials poses significant risks to cloud environments and software development pipelines. This exposure can lead to unauthorized access and potential exploitation of critical systems, further complicating the cybersecurity landscape. As governments and tech companies grapple with these threats, the conversation around privacy and control is becoming increasingly urgent. The recent approval of Meta's new ad model in the European Union reflects a growing recognition of the need to balance user privacy with targeted advertising, but it also raises questions about the long-term implications for data security. In summary, the consequences of cyber incidents are multifaceted, impacting not just individual organizations but also societal structures, law enforcement strategies, and the broader conversation around digital trust. As cyber threats continue to evolve, proactive measures and collaborative efforts will be essential in mitigating these risks and safeguarding our interconnected digital ecosystem. In light of the evolving cyber threat landscape, several future implications and recommendations emerge from the latest Threatsday Bulletin. Firstly, the emergence of advanced botnets like the new Mirai variant underscores the need for industries, particularly those reliant on IoT devices, to adopt robust security protocols. Organizations should prioritize regular software updates and vulnerability assessments to mitigate risks associated with newly discovered exploits. Moreover, the persistence of vulnerabilities in generative AI applications highlights a critical gap in cybersecurity. The UK National Cybersecurity Centre's assertion that prompt injection flaws may never be fully mitigated calls for the development of more resilient AI systems. Stakeholders in AI technology should invest in creating frameworks that limit the potential for misuse, ensuring that AI capabilities are harnessed for protective rather than malicious purposes. The recent crackdown on violence as a service (VAS) by Europol illustrates the necessity of international collaboration in combating cybercrime. Countries should strengthen their law enforcement ties to disrupt criminal networks effectively. This cooperation could include sharing intelligence and resources to dismantle organized cybercriminal operations that exploit vulnerable populations. Additionally, as evidenced by the alarming number of leaked Docker Hub images, there is an urgent need for improved security hygiene in software development practices. Developers must implement better credential management and regularly audit their repositories for sensitive information. This proactive approach can prevent unauthorized access to critical systems and data. Lastly, the rising trend of using AI platforms for malicious purposes, such as SEO manipulation to distribute malware, necessitates a re-evaluation of how digital content is managed and monitored. Platforms must enhance their security measures to detect and block harmful content before it reaches users. This includes employing advanced algorithms to identify and filter out potentially dangerous instructions or links within shared content. Overall, the cybersecurity landscape demands a multifaceted approach that combines technological innovation, regulatory frameworks, and community awareness to build a more resilient digital environment. If you found this update helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to InfoSec Now for the latest cybersecurity news. Your support really helps us continue building useful content for cybersecurity professionals.